Everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here for index card a day 44. Last one I posted was day 42. So here is day 43, which I completed with this owl and some collaging of some vegetation and this lovely lady here who's hanging out with her owl friend. And on the back I added the little info about the long-eared owl. So that is 43. Now we're going to move on to 44. I have this L card today, and I'm using something from Lupitelli, a children's book author illustrator. It's a really fun, let me grab the book and I'll show it to you real quick here. So this is Lupitelli's Favorite Nursery Rhymes by Hamlin. So we're going to use Humpty Dumpty today, because I have an idea. So let's get the rest of this. I'll just set aside because it's got some other cute stuff on it that I love the spider. I'll probably use that somewhere. And there's all sorts of cute, like, small things you can cut in these books, like this little mouse and this little bird. They're just, it's a very fun illustration book. So what I'll do is just kind of cut right around Humpty Dumpty here, and then I'll cut his hat separately, because I do like his hat as well. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing good. It is Monday morning right before work, so I'm just kind of taking a little time to myself. I had a busy weekend. On Sunday, we met up with some family who are traveling here from several parts of the world, actually. We've all kind of kludged family together from, like, the US and different parts of Asia, and we've all kind of come in this this little meetup in Niagara Falls yesterday. It was a very, very, very hot day. However, it was a fun day. We did the walk down from, they were staying at a couple of the different Falls View kind of hotels at Niagara Falls, on the Canadian side, of course. And we did the walk down to the Maid of the Mist boat that goes in, in front of the Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. Like, well, they pass the little U.S. kind of falls and then go right into, like, the horseshoe of the falls on the Canadian side. And yeah, it's really fun. The kids had a good time. It was lovely to get misted by the falls on such a hot, hot day. I was very okay with that, because yeah, it was a hot day. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna fit, and his hat can go right up here, like so. Yeah. Okay, so now I just got to grab a couple of supplies. Alrighty, so first thing I want to do is just add some gesso on here to whiten this card up. Just kind of a dry brush. Okay, so that'll just make it like a little more tacky. Put this gesso away. I need to clean the lid of this gesso. It's like there's little bits of paint on the seal, so it's hard to close. Alrighty, I will be back. I am back with some supplies for Humpty Dumpty here. So this is mostly dry, not 100%, but that's okay. So here are some cracked, washed eggshells. So we're gonna do something fun today. It's just kind of break them up a little. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. We'll see. So there's lots you can do with eggshells, in case you ever wondered. Number one, they can be used in making like paint mica, because they are a calcium that, you know, you can make use of as a calcium. Number two, these make really good dragon scales if you're trying to make like a dragon themed thing, book. So what we're going to start with now is just basically some glue. I think I'm going to use this Eileen's tacky glue, or Eileen, however you say her name. I'm going to put a heavy coat down on the card. This bottle is so hard to squeeze. Goodness. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst I've dealt with, but it's harder than I like to treat my my hands, my precious little hands. Like I said, lots of glue here. Okay. Then I'm going to use this. This is my Mod Podge brush, so it's like a kind of hardened brush. Okay. Now I washed these, but I did not dry them, and I need them a little dry, so let me get something to dry them here. I have this old shirt sleeve. Let's just use it. I'm not going to smush them up too much. I'm just going to try to dry them a little. A little bit of smushing is okay. Thankfully, eggshells, they have a membrane that keep all the crackly bits together on the most part until you kind of pull it apart. So now let's take our first piece here, and I'll just start in this upper corner. I'm just going to crack this down. Okay. And right now all we're trying to do is to just create coverage. Don't worry about like how well is this going to stick or not stick. It's okay. We're just creating coverage. I think I'll need most of the 2 eggshells for 1 index card. I'm kind of filling it in like puzzle pieces a little bit. Okay. That's pretty good coverage, I think. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just take that sleeve or paper towel, anything you've got, and just kind of hold it down for a second to just simultaneously we're going to smooth out and dry everything a little bit. And then just kind of pull it up slow so that you don't pull all your eggshells up, because there's a little glue there, right? This isn't super hard to accomplish or anything, but you know. And then just kind of shift them around, put them back, anything that moved around that you don't want where it is. Okay. That, I think, is pretty much what I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is just kind of leave this for a moment to just dry, and then I'm going to come back. I'm actually going to, you know what, I can actually do this part now. We can think about where we want him to go. Yeah. I think a little more, get his foot on there. Yeah. So we can just let that whole thing sit there for a little bit and just kind of dry just a little, and I'm gonna go clean up my mess. So this has had a little bit of time to dry, and now of course we have to get it wet again, but we're using Mod Podge now because I want to seal all of this in. I'm gonna be a little heavy with the Mod Podge. I'm trying to decide what I want to Mod Podge on today. Where's my glass mat? I don't know. Do I have my little one up here? Let me see. No, I think I've got it over at my other station. Where's my... Okay. There it is. I just moved it to the side of my desk instead of under my desk where it normally is. But yeah, here's my messy glass mat here. Let's push it over here. And we'll slide you over here. Get my glue swapped out here. Everything moved out of the way so we can have a relatively easy surface here to play with. So now I'm just going to heavily Mod Podge on here with this brush. And you'll see here, I'm gonna just pile this on because I want all that heavier eggshell, whoops, to stay. Now, swap that for my fingers here. And just kind of pressing this down is going to give me the ability to know like what is happening with my eggshells. Are they sticking or are they moving? And I'm going to thin it out on top of my image a little and kind of press it underneath the image as well. And then just, you know, sort of go over everything with your finger. You can kind of feel if you have stuff that's still not like staying down. So it's a messier day today, but that's okay. There's a little shell there that still wants to wander, and I kind of want to reposition it. There we go. I'll take a little Mod Podge and just pressing it into anywhere that feels kind of unstable. There we go. Now, you don't have to worry too hard about like thinning this down or anything. Just let it dry and do its thing now for a little bit. So I'll take a little break and I'll come back once it's all dry. So this is what it looks like before drying, okay? And I will come back afterward and we will take a look at this and put as much glue off my fingers back in this jar. I'm finger painting with glue today. And then once it's dry, it'll be easy to kind of play with after that. So see you in a moment. So this is all dry now, perfect. So what I'm going to do is a couple things. I'm going to go around and just cut off any edges that I can of glue and eggshell together. Okay. And then I'll just take sandpaper or a sanding block. Just to neaten that up. Okay. Yep. Okay. And then I'm just going to run the sanding block right over the top of the eggshell. Just a little bit wherever I feel anything might feel a little not covered with glue or sharp. Now we're good. Okay, so now let's just get all the little remnants out of here. Do we want to put any words from Humpty Dumpty on here? It'd be kind of cute. Maybe even on the back it would be cute. I think I need to cover the back with a bit of something, because there's like Mod Podge dried on the back, and that will make it a little difficult to write on. So let's just cover it with some old book page. Get around these curves. Okay. Let's give everything a good press. All right. Then I will plunk that on the back at the bottom, just because it's kind of fun to keep the words to Humpty Dumpty. Okay, so there we go. There are the 2 cards completed. I'll bring him up so you can see the detail of the eggshell. Okay, well, thank you for hanging out for this one. I will see you again real soon for a little bit more index card a day. Bye for now.